Are you ready to prepare the inside of your house for fall? Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Sharon Rosa, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. When you have a second, please subscribe at the bottom of the page. Last week, we talked about what to do outside your house to get it ready for fall. Now we're going to talk about what to do inside your home. And one of the biggest things you can do is to double check your windows and your doors and make sure that they are sealed. If they're not, make sure that you replace or install weather stripping or caulk around the edges, because I don't know if you knew this or not, I didn't know this, but 47% of your energy cost goes to heating and cooling your home. So if you take care of those places where that warm air might be leaking out, you could save up to 20% on those bills. So that's definitely worth looking into and taking the time to do. Second, you want to make sure to bring a licensed heating contractor to your home and check your heating system. That's important to make sure that it's running efficiently and effectively and that there are no leaks. That's really important as well. So it's worth the money to get that done, especially if you have an older system. Next, if you have a wood-burning stove or a fireplace, you want to make sure that those are in good working condition. And if you have ceiling fans, and I did talk about this last week, but if you have ceiling fans, change the direction of them so that when the heat is coming out, it is blowing that back down, because heat rises. You want that blown back down towards you so that you stay warmer, and that's more efficient. Next, you want to make sure to check all of your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors if you have those. Make sure that they are functioning. If they need batteries replaced, make sure that you do that. And I talked about windows already. Don't forget to check those basement windows. Sometimes we just kind of ignore them, especially if they're those block windows, but just double check them and make sure that they're sealed as well. One thing that I learned the hard way a long time ago is those have to be sealed because the little critters outside will try to come into the heat. So make sure you check those. Also, if you have window air conditioners, take them out and then vacuum them, the exterior part, make sure all of that's vacuumed out and clean it before you store it for the winter. If you are not going to take it out of the window, make sure that you have a legitimate cover on the outside of that. There are particular covers for those types of air conditioners that are weatherproof, so you want to make sure you get a good one. Don't just throw any old tarp over that. Make sure that that exterior part of that air conditioning window unit is covered. Also, it's the time of year where people start to run humidifiers in the house, and because the air is so dry. So you want to make sure that you clean those regularly, empty them, clean them out, because bacteria will grow in those pretty quickly, and so you don't want to let those sit for a couple of weeks, because then you're blowing that bacteria that's growing in there out into your air. So make sure you clean that. Also, back up to the heating contractor. Another thing you might consider is putting in a programmable thermostat. If you do that, that could save you money as well. And we're all looking at ways to save money right now because of all the costs of everything, right? So if you put in a programmable thermostat, which will cost you a little bit, but you can set that then, and you can drop that at night when you're sleeping. You don't need it to be as warm throughout the house. Or if you are going away, if you have one that you can even turn on and off remotely from your phone, that's even better. So that's something else that, talk to that heating contractor about and see if it's doable for you. And finally, I always take this time, I always do it in the spring and I do it in the fall, take this time to go through my closet and look at things that I don't need, and coats would be one of them. I have a weird affinity for buying coats. So if you can donate any coats or any of the clothing that you're not going to use, anything even from the summer that you're putting away, because the reason that people do this time of year is sometimes we're switching out our clothes, right, from our spring summer clothes to our fall winter clothes, and it's a good time to just get rid of the things that you're not using anymore, and if they're in good condition, consider donating them. That's always a nice thing to do in any time of the year, but go ahead and do that when you are thinning out your closet. So those are some tips for getting your home ready for the cooler months of the year. That's it for this week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you here next Friday. Don't forget to subscribe at the bottom of the page. And if you have any questions for me, please reach out, SharonRosa@kw.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions or help you out in any way that I can. Thanks.